Today, you want to talk about something that many of us do every day without even thinking about it: convenience. We are so used to having things at our fingertips that we often don't stop to think about the consequences. And when it comes to plastic, the cost of convenience can be incredibly high. From the packaging that surrounds many of our products to single-use items that we throw away after a few minutes, plastic has become an integral part of our daily lives. But what if I told you that behind this apparent convenience lies a darker truth? What if I told you that every piece of plastic you use today will still be around in 1,000 years' time? Join us as we explore the hidden cost of convenience and discover why saying no to plastic is not just an option, but a necessity for our planet's survival. So get ready to open your eyes to the shocking reality of plastic pollution and learn how you can make a difference by choosing to live a more sustainable lifestyle. So let's talk about some numbers. Every year, 400 billion plastic straws are used worldwide, enough to circle the earth 10 times. That's a lot of straws. But what happens to them after we use them for a few minutes to sip our drinks? Well, most of them end up in landfills or worse, polluting our oceans. In fact, every year, 8 million tons of plastic waste finds its way into the ocean, equivalent to nearly 90 aircraft carriers. This plastic debris accumulates in giant patches, particularly in the North Pacific and South Atlantic garbage patches, which together hold over 260,000 tons of plastic. What is even more alarming is that these patches are teeming with marine creatures entangled in discarded fishing nets or seabirds with stomachs full of plastic. But it doesn't end there. Microplastic particles have been found in the cells and tissues of deep-sea fish and even in the Arctic. And studies suggest that these particles can accumulate in the cells and tissues of organisms, including humans, disrupting endocrine systems, impairing reproduction, and causing other health problems. Some researchers even believe that plastic particles may be contributing to the decline of bee populations, which could have disastrous consequences for our food supply. And here's another mind-boggling statistic. Plastic waste takes hundreds of years to decompose, meaning that the plastic we use today will still be around long after we are gone. So it's clear that the problem of plastic pollution is not going away on its own. It requires a conscious effort from all of us to change our habits and reduce our reliance on single-use plastics. Now let's look at the human health side of the equation. Most plastic items are made from nasty petroleum chemicals, the same stuff that's in gasoline and is known to cause cancer and birth defects. Over time, these toxins can leach into the food we eat and the water we drink, contaminating our bodies and those of the people we love. Even worse, plastic particles have been found in the air we breathe, meaning that we are constantly ingesting small amounts of plastic fibers. While more research is needed to fully understand the impact of plastic pollution on human health, it is clear that the risks are significant and far-reaching. Studies have shown that exposure to certain chemicals used in plastic manufacturing can lead to a range of health problems, including hormone disruption, reduced fertility, increased risk of cancer, and behavioral changes. These chemicals can also have negative effects on the development and behavior of children. As these chemicals build up in our bodies, they can disrupt the delicate balance of hormones that are essential for proper functioning. This can lead to a range of issues including obesity, diabetes, reproductive problems, and mood disorders. The situation becomes even more dire when we consider the impact on wildlife. Many animals mistake plastic debris for food, leading to ingestion and entanglement. This causes suffocation, starvation, or severe injuries. According to National Geographic, plastic is killing over 1 million seabirds and over 100,000 marine mammals each year. And as these animals die, they release toxins into the environment, further polluting our ecosystem. But despite the overwhelming evidence of the dangers of plastic pollution, many of us continue to use plastic items on a daily basis. So why is it so hard to say no to plastic? Well, it starts with convenience. Plastic is cheap, lightweight, and durable, making it an attractive option for both consumers and businesses. From grocery bags to water bottles and disposable cutlery, plastic items are readily available and cost-effective, which makes it easy to fall into the trap of using them without thinking twice. However, it's important to remember that this convenience comes at a cost, not just for the environment, but also for our own health and well-being. But it's not just convenience that keeps us hooked on plastic. Many of us simply don't know the true extent of the problem or feel that our individual actions won't make a difference. We might think that recycling or disposing of plastic properly will solve the issue, but the reality is much more complex. Recycling rates for plastic are low, and even when recycled, plastic items eventually end up in landfills or incinerators. And while proper disposal is important, it's not enough to address the root causes of the problem. To truly make an impact, we need to reduce our consumption of plastic in the first place. So what can we do to break free from the convenience trap and start reducing our plastic consumption? One simple solution is to bring our own reusable bags, bottles, and containers whenever we leave the house. By doing so, we can avoid using single-use plastic items and reduce the amount of waste we generate. For example, instead of grabbing a plastic bag at the grocery store, we can bring our own reusable bag. Likewise, we can carry a refillable water bottle instead of buying bottled water, which not only generates plastic waste, but also uses valuable resources to produce and transport the bottles. Using reusable containers can also help us avoid plastic-coated paper bags and food packaging, which can still leach toxins into our food. While these changes may seem small, they can make a big difference when multiplied by millions of people. But changing our own habits is just the beginning. We also need to push for systemic change by supporting policies that limit plastic production and promote sustainable alternatives. This includes supporting bans on single-use plastics, promoting extended producer responsibility schemes, and investing in innovative solutions for plastic recycling and upcycling. We must hold corporations accountable for the plastic waste they generate and encourage them to invest in more sustainable practices. Ultimately, reducing plastic pollution requires a collective effort from all of us. It is easy to feel overwhelmed by the scale of the problem and to think that our individual actions won't make a difference. But the truth is that every small step we take brings us closer to a solution. By changing our own habits, supporting businesses that prioritize sustainability, and pushing for systemic change, we can create a better future for ourselves and for the planet. Imagine a world where plastic pollution is a thing of the past and where we have protected our planet for future generations. It may seem like a distant dream, but it is within our reach. Let us not be complacent in the face of this urgent challenge. Instead, let us take action today to create a healthier, more sustainable world for all. Together, we can make a difference. And speaking of making a difference, did you know that your daily habits have a significant impact on the environment? That's right. From the way you use energy to the products you buy, every choice you make has consequences. But don't worry, because we've got you covered. Our platform offers a personalized carbon footprint calculator that will show you the impact of your daily habits. Plus, you'll get tips on how to reduce your impact and offset your carbon emissions. So if you're ready to learn about your carbon footprint and take action, visit our platform today. It's free, easy, and a great way to make a positive impact. And while you're at it, don't forget to check out our other videos on sustainability and climate change. We've got everything from tips on reducing your carbon footprint to interviews with experts on the latest in green technology. You will be surprised at how much you can learn and how easy it is to make a difference. So go ahead, click that link, calculate your carbon footprint, and join the movement towards a more sustainable future. Thank you.